Hi, my name is Pastor Jerry Ingalls from First Baptist Church in Newcastle, Indiana, and we are on a journey together of studying the Bible one chapter at a time. Thank you for joining us. I'm running a short devotional thought on every chapter of the Bible and then sharing them with you one at a time. Today we're looking at 2 Samuel chapter 8. King David was a military man, and with so much blood on his hands from years of campaigning. This was the reason God did not allow him to build the temple. You can see that in 1 Kings chapter 5 verse 3 and 1 Chronicles chapter 2 verse 8. Immediately after God established a covenant with him and his household in 2 Samuel chapter 7, David went back out on the road on a military campaign. And he brutally conquered the Philistines, the Moabites, the Zobahites, the Arameans, and the Edomites. Essentially, David ran a textbook military campaign, a conquest which built a name for him and established Israel's dominance over the Promised Land, as summarized in 2 Samuel chapter 8, verses 13 to 15. And I quote, "So David made a name for himself when he returned from killing 18,000 Arameans in the Valley of Salt. He put garrisons in Edom, and all Edom he put garrisons, and all the Edomites became servants to David, and the Lord helped David wherever he went. So David reigned over all Israel, and David administered justice and righteousness for all his people." While there was still work to be done, as we'll see in future chapters, the reality is that David did not sit back and sulk after God told him he couldn't lead the building campaign of the temple. Rather, David got back to the work he was called to do and built the kingdom of Israel through military conquest and right administration. David was preparing the way for his son Solomon, who would be the one authorized and called to build the temple, because he would not have dirt on his hands, blood, from military conquest, as David had to do. Each of us has been chosen by God to do a specific good work for God's glory. Paul taught us this in Ephesians 2, verse 10. "For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand so that we would walk in them." Wow. Seize the moment and be faithful to the work God has chosen for you to do in your generation. David was faithful to the work that God called him to do, so that Solomon was then freed up to be faithful to do the work he was called to do. Seize the moment.